Today we have a certified OF model accusing the double UFC champion Alex Pereira of having non-consensual, passionate kissing. The double champ does whatever the fuck he wants. Jokes aside, let's see if these allegations are shama or no shama.
The only time he spoke English was to ask me to help him put it in. I tried to put it in, but I was nervous, so I couldn't. So he did it, and he put it in my and then he assaulted me. Afterwards, he got up, he took a shower, I laid in bed, just kind of like disassociated, not even really like realizing what had just happened. So I just go to the bathroom and I sit on the toilet for a few minutes while I literally bleed. I come back to bed after going to the bathroom. He kisses me on the forehead and he spoons me to sleep. His translator and my friend came in the next morning, woke us up, I get dressed, they get us an Uber, we go back to our hotel, pack up our stuff, and that's it.
These are the main accusations. Alex Pereira forced himself onto this respectful OF creator who doesn't give it out on the first date. And this video has been making its rounds on Twitter for quite some time now. But would you believe me when I said that this is the last video out of a massive Lord of the Rings type trilogy totaling in 20 minutes of total story time? What's most surprising about this entire fan fiction created by this girl is that at no point in time during the 20 minutes of airtime she got did she share any proof of what happened. This last video raises so many questions alone. Why didn't she go to the police? Why was she in a room alone with Alex Pereira? Why were they in the same bed together? Source, dude, just trust me. Are we living in the Lululand now, where people throw accusations at others without having a single shred of evidence? Is this just another OF creator trying to accuse a celebrity to try and boost their OF account? I mean, I know that rent and electricity and other utilities are expensive, but throwing someone else under the bus in order to pay them doesn't seem right to me.
Alex's assistant, translator, best friend, whoever he was, his name is Mel, asks my friend if she wants to meet up with him in New Jersey when she goes to the fight. He also says that Alex is wondering if she has a friend for him. I know it sounds stupid.
All stories start with a great and memorable beginning. However, this one starts with the default YouTuber apology starter pack, long pauses with a sigh, face swollen, puffy eyes, and redness around cheeks and nose. A stranger wouldn't be able to distinguish this allegations video from an apology video. I digress. I'll reinforce the lack of actual physical evidence of anything happening. Even if that were the case, let's suppose that this actually happened for the video's sake. Here we arrive at the first red flag for any young man or woman watching. A famous person who doesn't know you, doesn't invite you and pays you for stuff without second intentions. Oh yes, he just wants to be friends and extend his charity to the OF models who need to pay rent. What's this? A Mr. Beast video? For anyone with both a father and mother figure in their lives, this would be the first sign of something smelling funny. But since our protagonist lacks both and does the oldest profession for a living, it's hardly shocking that she would fall for the first trap, accepting charity from strangers.
I know it sounds stupid and unbelievable because I couldn't believe it myself. Why is this guy asking a 20-year-old girl to put him on with one of her friends when he's a 30-year-old however father who should be able to just like talk to a woman his age at the fight?
Ah yes, the George not found Katie Bugs allegations all over again. A poor and defenseless, freshly 20-year-old being courted by a 30-something-year-old man. Ugh, disgusting. The accountability of this person multiplied by any number would still be zero. Absolutely none. This protagonist is such an adult when it comes to making decisions such as creating an OF and promoting her content on Twitter and TikTok, a platform targeted towards literal children, but it's such a defenseless victim when another adult tries to make a move on her. Bleh. If anything, she should be the one in jail right now for promoting adult content to children. I've seen her TikTok, or should I say TikTok? It's anything but child-friendly. Talking about cops. Instead of making TikToks to try and gain attention online, go to the cops. With enough evidence, he can be convicted and then she'll get the attention without any drawbacks because it's proven to be true. But no, let's try and ruin an entire man's career for sympathy. Think of the damage this respectable OF creator is doing to actual victims. It's because of people like her, Katie Bugs, and other false accusers that victims are starting to have an actual hard time getting people's support when they come out, because there are just so many liars trying to take advantage of their victim cards that they end up poisoning the well for actual victims.
She sends him my Instagram. Mel shows Alex my Instagram. Apparently, the only thing he said was chama.
Chama! It's obvious what Alex Pereira wanted. Even an acoustic toddler like me who doesn't understand science knows what he meant by that. What the f is a sign anyway? I drive a BMW!
We go to New Jersey. Mel hits up my friend, invites us both to a private training at a gym called Cruise MMA, where Alex is training.
They then receive yet more handouts, get flown to New Jersey, and are invited to a private training session without expecting to give anything in return. We actually have proof of this happening and the other girl sparring with Alex Pereira, but who does this protagonist think she is? The main character? Does she think that she's that important to the point of receiving free handouts? She's an OF creator. Broads like these are a dime in a dozen. Respect to all the pretty ladies that don't take the last resort and sell their bodies online. I love you all and respect you all for not falling into the tawdry temptations of the flesh.
Training session. He comes on to me, goes behind me, looks at my ass, and approves to his translator.
Girl who doesn't respect herself demands respect by others. I mean, if you treat yourself as an object, why would other people do otherwise? But what was she wearing? None of that. That's stupid. Take a hint, goddammit. We're all adults here. He's saying Shama when he sees her pictures, looking at her like a piece of meat, and her response is to go along with it and let it escalate even further. Anyone with a slight shred of self-preservation and dignity would have just cut their losses and left, but this girl decided to still go along with it. I'm in no way, shape or form saying that what Alex did was right, but he was clearly looking for one specific type of person, and he found it.
This man doesn't speak any English. I don't know what he's saying the entire time. His translator is translating for me everything he's saying and everything I'm saying.
Oh my god, yet another red flag to add to the already massive pile of red flags. Brother, take a hint. He doesn't speak English. Maybe he still just wants to be friends, you know? Telepathical friends, or we just communicate by dancing?
Mel asks us how old we are. I said I'm 21. My friend says that she's 20 years old, not old enough to drink alcohol. So he talks to Alex, tells him how old we say we are, and then they buy us, I think, 2 glasses of wine.
Remember when I said that our protagonist was 20 years old? Scratch that! She was actually freshly 21. Even worse! I mean, that's clearly closer to 18, right? Now Alex's team clearly shouldn't have been buying drinks to the other girl who was 20 at the time. Bad Alex's team, bad people. Yet another red flag. But no! Stay! Clearly nothing bad will happen. Okay, I skipped the part of the video where she says that Alex's team bought her and her friend hotel room, dinner and alcohol. Yet more freebies. What does this girl have? Princess main character syndrome? She clearly thinks that none of these things will come at a cost. Anyway, she was 21. 21, not 20. Endured multiple red flags. Allowed someone to treat her like a piece of furniture. But still, she feels like she's the victim here, as she never had the opportunity to leave. No free will, no self-preservation, no chance to make her own choices. Quite on the contrary, this entire fiasco happened throughout an entire day. There have been multiple different occasions where she could have just left, but no, the freebies were way too alluring to leave. I mean, getting flown out to other places, getting bought dinners, drinks, fight tickets, hotel rooms. Oh, the luxury was way too much for her to pass on.
As much as you guys think these things about me just because of the line of work that I do, I just do what I have to do to make ends meet. That has nothing to do with anything. I don't put out the first time meeting somebody because I have a lot of trauma.
Oh my god, professional victim mode engage. She's crying. I just make what I need to make ends meet. Brother, people who want to make ends meet work at the supermarket. They don't sell their bodies online. People who are trying to make ends meet don't go on trips in hot girl summer because they don't have the means to. Such a professional victim this girl is. Crying has no effect on me anymore. It makes me even angrier because low scum of the earth, people like these weaponize it to get sympathy. Guess what, buddy? You got no sympathy from me. Good luck. What trauma? She endured more red flags than Russia during the Soviet Union. Self-inflicted trauma, you mean? You need to work for it.
I'm trying to tell Alex's assistant to tell Alex that I don't put out like that after I meet someone for the very first time, and that I need him to get to know me and to work for it. I, quote, said to his translator, trying not to be a prude and annoying, but I told him, I was like, how do I say you have to work for it?
Brother, your entire body is on the internet for everyone to see. What do you mean you need to work for it? A simple Google search shows everything one needs to see. What's up with these lumps of coal thinking that they are diamonds? And that's an insult to coal. She got an hotel room, a UFC fight, drinks, a plane ticket, and still wants more. That's escort treatment that Alex is giving to this girl. And escorts don't have their bodies plastered on the internet for everyone to see. Does she want a strong mental connection or what? What else does she want? Tickets to Disneyland? Girl, leave. Nay, she should have left long time ago.
That he really likes us, and he's gonna take us on a trip to the Dominican Republic to get to know us better. Because I guess he's trying to, like, convince me that he's not, you know, just trying to take advantage of me. So I'm like, okay, like, that's great. I don't have a passport. Like, can you, like, let me know, like, when this is happening so I can, like, pack and, like, get ready for it? Like, I mean, I make my own money and I don't need this man's money. It's not me trying to get his money. I literally could not care less if I don't get anything out of this except for to find my own voice again.
Oh my god, I don't have a passport. You have to work for it. By the way, when can you get me the passport? Everything she says contradicts itself. First, you have to work for it, and I have my own money, I don't need this. So how is Alex supposed to work for it? Spiritually? By using magic stones with healing properties in order to align chakras? Also, what happened to I'm just trying to make ends meet? Guess that she forgot then when she was trying to show the world how strong and independent of a woman she was. Secondly, she isn't trying to get money and other stuff from him, but already accepted a flight, a dinner, hotel room, drinks, and now an holiday in the Dominican Republic. This can't be real. After the big UFC event, they go to the same room, they share the same bed. Alex advances on her, and you all know what happens. I mean, who could have guessed? Man treats woman like object for 24 hours straight, then they share the same room, same bed, and she proceeds to be treated like a flashlight, a literal object. Oh, what? No way! Oh, I'm so shocked and surprised! I mean, even the smartest of individuals couldn't have seen that coming! Moral of the story, I'm sad that this OF model felt that she was assaulted and regretted what happened after it happened. With that being said, we can't disregard the multiple red flags she seemingly ignored. She had multiple chances to leave throughout the entire day. At no point in time during those 24 hours or more did she have a gun pointed at her head, forcing her to stay. Should have listened to her father and mother, then none of this would have happened. She had multiple chances to leave. However, kids scrolling through TikTok are suddenly FNAF jump scared with this OF model spreading her cheeks and don't have a chance at not watching it. They can scroll down, but the image of that chocolate starfish will forever be etched onto their brains. Shama!